back, folks, for part 6.
Part 6, the
of our
biggest show we've ever done.
Huge, gigantic.
Bigger than big.
Bigger than big.
Bigger than big. WrestleMania 30 Special, our first annual WrestleMania Special.
Yes. And it won't be our last.
Speaking of first annual, what we're going to be doing next is our first annual Top Rope Reality Hall of Fame Class 2014.
Yep.
Okay? Well, in this, we're not going to have 7 or 8 people like WWE does.
One
We're going to have one person for me, one person for old Mike Hogan over here. Now, we may do females sometimes. We may do tag teams sometimes. It depends. It doesn't have to be an individual singles male wrestler.
No.
But in this case, I know mine is a singles male wrestler.
Yes.
Okay?
So is mine.
So is yours.
Yes.
Let the cat out of the bag a little bit there. So, here we go. Here's mine.
You're going to talk about some of the things he's
I'm going
done.
to talk about some of the things he's done before I say who he is.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, our fans out there will probably guess.
Oh, they'll probably guess it before I give it away, but
They've
you know,
seen
you gotta...
some of them out there are probably pretty smart.
Yes,
if
of
they're
course.
if they're watching this show, they're really smart.
Exactly, exactly, yes. So he's a 15-time world champion. 15 times. 2 of those being an NWA World Championship.
Wow.
6 times being a WCW champion. 2-time WCW International title, okay, which of course became the World Championship belt.
Yes.
1-time WWA Heavyweight Champion, which is of course Carlos Colon's group, I do believe. All right, and a 4-time. This is really going to narrow it down. A 4-time TNA champion. Okay.
TNA.
Yes, a 4-time TNA champion. He's also
Is he a reality star? Because I know you love reality.
No.
Okay.
He's a WCW Triple Crown champion. He has held 21 belts combined between TNA and WCW. Here's a cool one here. He's the only man to hold the NWA, WCW, and TNA World titles. Only man to ever do all 3.
Well, it can't be my guy.
Can't be your guy. No. He has
That would've been funny,
headlined,
wouldn't it?
this might really give it away, he has headlined the 2006, 2007, 2008, and 2009 Bound for Glory events in TNA. And coincidentally enough, he's a 4-time TNA champion, and he headlined those events 4 times. Huh. He headlined Starrcade in 89, 1990, and 97.
Are you sure you ain't got my guy?
Ain't got your guy. And he won the Battle Bowl in 1991. WWE
Okay.
WWE has named this man, this really is going to give it away, named this man the greatest superstar in WCW history.
Are you sure it's not who I got?
He's the greatest superstar in WCW history, but he's also the greatest superstar never to perform in the WWE.
Okay, it's not mine.
Not your guy. He was voted by Pro Wrestling Illustrated readers the most popular wrestler of the year a record 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Something he shares only with John Cena.
Wow.
Last but not least, they call him the franchise of WCW. My guy is the man they call Sting.
Very good. Sting.
Sting.
So you have inducted Sting.
Sting into the Top Rope Reality Hall of Fame
2014.
2014. I'm ready to hear your guy.
Okay.
I'm ready to hear it.
Well, for a while there, it sounded like you was talking about
Sound
my
like
guy.
the same guy.
My guy made his debut in the AWA in December of 1972.
Wow.
He was the Rookie of the Year in 1975.
Nice.
He's had the Match of the Year in 1983, 1984, 1986, 1989,
Wow.
2008.
Wow. Spanned a lot of years there.
Between the years of 2000 and 2009, he, along with Shawn Michaels, had the Match of the Decade.
Match of the decade. Wow.
Yes. He is a 16-time World Heavyweight
I think
Champion.
he just gave it away. Okay.
He has been the Wrestler of the Year in 1981,
Okay.
1984, 1985, 1986, 1989,
Wow.
and 1992.
Wow. Okay.
He's been in the WWE Hall of Fame twice. He's a two-time WWE Hall of Fame. In 2008 and 2012.
Wow.
He is also a six-time United States champion.
Ooh.
He is a one-time Intercontinental champion.
Wow.
He's a 9-time tag team champion.
Huge.
And is a 2-time television champion.
Wow.
And in 2014, I am inducting into the Top Rope Reality Hall of Fame the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Very nice.
Because to be the man, you gotta beat the man.
Woo! Exactly.
Which your man only done a couple of times.
He did, but he did beat him a couple of
He did
times.
beat him, yes.
And that goes to our John Cena Bray Wyatt thing of Ric Flair pass the torch to
That's
Sting.
true.
So technically, what we're doing is we just in our very first Hall of Fame, we inducted two of the greatest NWA/WCW superstars of all time.
Yes.
So it's basically a WCW year.
Yes.
Pretty much what that is.
It is.
That's pretty big. Pretty big. I can't wait for next year.
Yes, I know.
Hall of Fame.
Hall
And it's
of
hard
Fame.
to really decide. When you only have one pick, it's hard to really decide
After all
who
the
you
people,
want.
yes.
After everybody that's been in this business, it's hard to decide.
And now, to two of the biggest matches,
The two biggest matches, I honestly feel.
other than Undertaker and Brock.
I mean, they've got some big matches, but these,
But no,
two,
these
are
two
the reason you're
have,
ordering it
Yes, I do believe these two are the reason you order WrestleMania 30,
or watch it on the network, which
Yes.
you already have $10 a month.
which is a good deal.
A great deal.
Unless they screw you over for $10 a month. You
Yes.
only pay $10. Yeah, whatever.
If the WrestleMania feed goes out, then you're screwed for $10. But
If it don't go the way it should go, you're screwed for $10.
that's true. Here is the two biggest matches. I hope this one opens up the show.
It should.
It very well should,
should
because
open
it
the
gives them time to rest and it gives them time to kind of break it down. But they could go back to back like they did when they combined the Undisputed Championships. I don't think they will.
With Hunter thinking he's winning,
Right.
he's not going to make himself go back to back.
Okay.
This will start the show. Y'all, you're going to start off WrestleMania 30 with a bang.
And it could be quite controversial if Triple H wins. So you start
Yes.
off with controversy and you're going to end it with controversy.
Yes,
If that goes that way. So it's going to be Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
The best thing going.
Yes.
The best thing
Which
going
I
right
think WWE
now.
has finally opened their eyes and seen it. And, hey, go with the flow.
The best thing going in WWE right now.
Yes.
Taking on the COO of the WWE.
The cerebral assassin,
The
Triple
King
H.
of Kings.
Yes. With whatever gimmick, get up he's going to come out with
Yes.
this year.
And his water bottle.
Yes.
So, we talked about this before we started
We got comments
filming.
for it.
Okay, and I kind of want to hear kind of where you're going with this. I am picking Mr. Yes. I'm picking Daniel Bryan, but I kind of liked where you were going with your ideas.
I can see it. I can see Triple H screwing Daniel Bryan out of the win. Fans are upset. Fans may even throw some stuff into the ring.
Right.
And then we hear, no chance in hell.
Okay.
Vince McMahon makes his return.
At the biggest stage of them all.
The biggest stage of them
That
all.
would be a shocker.
And he may restart the match. But if it's gone 20, 30 minutes, I don't think he'll restart it.
Okay.
Unless it's the quick knee to the face, Triple H 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Or he may make the main event a fatal 4-way.
All right. So Triple H, his ego stroked, he could be in the main event.
Yes.
And
on the
have Daniel
biggest
Bryan.
on the biggest show of shows.
Okay.
And then not only will Daniel Bryan beat Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton. That's 3 of the bigger names in the business today.
True. And then, so what you're saying is,
I see Daniel Bryan in the main event.
Okay.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
but you also
about
see a
it.
possibility that Triple H can also be in the main event.
Yes.
So here we go. It's Orton defending the championship, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, against, already we know, Batista. The winner of the
The
Royal
one who
Rumble.
keeps saying, I'm going to win it, win the title, deal with it.
Right. The winner of the 2014 Royal Rumble.
The man who came back to win the WWE World Heavyweight title.
Yes.
Batista, yes.
And then either Daniel Bryan or Triple H, or if your scenario works out, both Daniel Bryan and Triple H.
Yes.
Okay? So we've got our picks for the one-on-one match, and now we go to the triple threat or the fatal four.
I mean, you do not piss off the fans for an entire show.
Right.
Now,
So
you may piss them off for a few seconds.
Right, and then you make them happy with making a fatal four-way. But this is me.
Yes. Daniel Bryan is in the main event.
Right.
Because if he doesn't, that's a great...
You might have people leave.
You may have people leave.
People get up and leave.
It would not surprise me. As much as people love Daniel Bryan, it could be a major screw-up by WWE.
Let me say this. I do agree, though, kind of with a recent Batista interview. I was actually reading it.
Right.
I saw the text form of it. He was actually saying that he congratulated Daniel Bryan for all the success he's having, and he feels that he deserves it. Right. He feels that he should definitely have, all the success in the world right now. But he feels that the fans kind of overdoing it. He feels that the fans chanting yes, 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 and chanting Daniel Bryan throughout the entire show is kind of taken away from the show, that they should enjoy the show, because honestly, he's saying that if Daniel Bryan is in every single segment, eventually they're going to get tired of it. Now, I see where he's saying I don't think WWE would be stupid enough to put Daniel Bryan in every single segment, obviously, but
he wasn't even on Raw Monday at all. So
I thought that was interesting.
I love it. I know. That's what you should do. You take a beating. You don't come back the next week.
That is true.
Like John Cena, he takes a beating, gets hit by a car, a bus, garbage truck wins him over. Back next week. Yep. You can't see me.
That is true.
What the hell is that? Stay on a little bit, John Cena. You're supposed to be hurt.
Yep. But
that's another rant for another day.
Right, another rant for another day. But I see this. I see Daniel Bryan standing tall.
Go ahead, yes.
Standing tall.
He needs to.
Winning the championship. I do kind of agree with Batista a little bit. But see, I think that the yes, yes, yes chant, I don't see anything wrong with it, obviously. No. I mean, it's even helped people like Del Rio, which I think, if they really pushed him, you could hear the C.
Yes, but nobody needs to use other people's stuff.
But hey, Big Show tried to steal it.
Oh, yeah, definitely he did.
Stephanie tried to mock him with it. I mean, all kinds of different things. So...
But you know how we say that they don't do the same thing on the same show?
Right.
You wouldn't have a fatal four-way.
That's true.
See, you won't have a fatal four-way, two fatal four-ways, because the tag match will be the pre-show.
I could see the tag match being the pre-show, because unless they announce something random to put in there, but they said
it's 8
matches, one would be in the pre-show.
Yes,
that's the way they're going.
And what we see right now, I mean, they could put the terrible battle royal in there since it's kind of a bomb right now.
I think
it's going to be the tag match.
I think that the battle royal needs to be on the main stage.
It'll probably be before the main event between the Undertaker and the world title.
I'm not sure about that. I think it should be Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, and then the Divas.
Well, the Divas or Battle Royal is about just the same.
I know, but put the Divas there, because, they got to put the Divas right beforehand, because it's going to snooze anyway, give people bathroom break, in order to have them all kinds of excited. Because you're not going to... They'd be stupid to have Undertaker back-to-back with the title match.
No, I mean, there would be a break. I mean, Undertaker, then the Battle Royal, then the main event.
And see, I don't know if that
it's going to be the Battle Royal, the Divas match.
It definitely needs to be, but I'm leaning
or it could
towards...
be the 6-man. Undertaker 6-man main event.
See, with this Shield being so over, I think it's a bad idea too.
Whoever comes off, I mean, if Undertaker can deliver,
they're going to put a snoozer behind Undertaker, because they have figured out that it's a really bad idea, because they've done it before.
Right now, looking at the list, the snoozers or the Battle Royal or the Divas. Yes.
Because honestly, if they go back to back, Undertaker, they've already tried that before,
right?
And it snoozed out the title match. You don't want to do that.
No, you don't.
You don't want to have Shawn and Undertaker all over again and snooze out the main event.
No.
So I know it's Brock, but still, they don't want to snooze out the main event. I think the Divas will be right beforehand. But honestly, I think we should end this show the way that WrestleMania should end. So
it will end this way.
Before we end the show, let me remind you, Facebook, Mike Hogan, Justin Carter, Twitter, @Top Rope Reality. On both of those, put your pick, Undertaker Austin, #March Macho Madness. And then, of course, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Top Rope Reality. But here's the way I want to end this show.
Our biggest
show.
Huge, gigantic.
Bigger than big.
Bigger
I
than
think
big.
we should end it just like this, with what the fans at WrestleMania will be doing when Daniel Bryan wins
When
the
he holds
championship.
up the WWE World Heavyweight
This will
Championship.
be the way
Both
to,
belts.
as we fade out, as we leave you, this is how we should leave you right here.
And we'll be back. I mean, we're gonna be watching WrestleMania next week, so we're gonna skip a week.
We're going to skip a week. We'll be
We'll be
back.
right back, and we'll talk about how great or how bad WrestleMania 30 was.
So here
So
it is.
here we go. Yes, yes, yes.